Hi friends, this is Maria. I have a little bit of a cold, so my apologies. I just finished this beautiful journal. The kit is from Musings by Nikki on Etsy, and I'll put the link below because I think it's so beautiful. I just have some seam binding, comes completely off, and this is a new type of journal for me. I used a paper bag. I found a tutorial on Etsy. And then for the binding, I made this like slow stitched, what do you call it? I guess binding, right? Like the spine. That's what it is. It's the spine. So I put a beautiful applique down here. There's some blue fabric on some ticking fabric. And I don't know if you could see it, but I did a little bit of embroidery here around the buttons. And all of the lace is hand stitched down. And when you close it, the back is like that, and then the front has the two buttons, which I think is just so cute. So I'm going to take you through this journal, and I had so many extras that I put them in. You know, I go crazy printing out every little thing, like multiple times, different sizes. So the extras I'm just going to give you in a little bag. There's tags, there's side tucks, there's all kinds of things that you could use when you're working on your journal. Okay, so let's go in. So this is the front, and on the edges you could see that it's made of a paper bag. So you'll see that like along the edges of the cover. And the paper was so beautiful, I didn't want to put a pocket here. So there are pockets throughout. Okay, so such pretty paper. I also made some homemade tags out of book page, and I added some pretty birds to go with the kit. And this has a little saying from the kit. Again, it's Musings by Nikki, and I can't remember the name of the kit itself, but you'll find it. You'll see it. It's the prettiest kit she has. And then there's a little bit of embellishments on some of the pages. These are two little tickets that I made, and this is a flip out. And there's I shrunk down one of the pages and made a tag out of it and put that in here in the flip out. And why can't I do that? Let's do it here. There we go. And then over here I have another pocket with a little bit of lace and some decorations with another homemade tag in the pocket on some grid paper. And then on this side there's another flip out. Can you see that? It's embossed paper pocket. Can you see the embossed paper? And then it has a little dried flower from my garden in a little specimen envelope I made. And then there's a side tuck here with two journaling spots. I think this paper is so pretty too. This is from a different kit. And then when you turn the page, there's another flip out journaling spot there and two more tickets. Not tickets, but, you know, journaling cards. And I did a little embellishing. There's a little bird sticker there. This is some of the paper bag that was left over. There's a little book about flowers that I had, and I did some decorating on that. It's so pretty. Some lined paper with a doily. On the inside of the spine, I put some cotton fabric just to reinforce the spine. There are 5 signatures, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the beginning of the second one. There's a little tuck spot, and in here I put some tags and some fussy cut images that you could use while you're working in your journal. This is not from the kit, but I found it online and I loved it, so I added it in. There's a tall ticket here with some embellishing on it. And then inside the 2 pockets are little pieces that you could use throughout your journal. A lot of tickets and labels, and I did some decorating. This is an old book page. It's a beautiful book that I had. This is a handmade card in a belly band that I used some of the pieces from the kit. Some of the paper bag on the back. Slides in there. And then on the back there's a pocket with a nice little collage there. It's a bird ephemera. It's some washi and some embellishing there. Here's 2 little tickets in a tuck spot with some lace. And top tuck over here. I love this image. This is a scrapbook paper that I had. And then there's some more of that old book page with some bird images. Another little tuck spot here with a journaling card, doily. Aren't they beautiful? I love the colors. It makes me feel like it's spring. Here's some old music paper. Here's some tea-dyed paper. Here's a little pocket with 2 little journaling cards. And then on the side, there's another journaling card that tucks in. I sewed 2 pieces together. There's a lot of stitching in this journal too on the journal cards and such. So these are 2 belly bands. And this one has just a nice spot for journaling. And the belly bands I made with scrapbook paper and some fabric that I had from a jelly roll. And then there's a journal card in here that I had in my stash. And this is from the kit. It's a little floating pocket. And there's all kinds of, like, I have some die cuts, flowers that you could use, a lot of tickets, and some more scraps in there that you can use to decorate while you're working. I love adding that in because not everybody has all these little things that I went crazy buying. All right, so here's a side tuck with another large journaling card. And that goes in here. And this is an embossed pocket. And I put some of the paper bag there. And it's got a little handmade journaling card with a little dangle with some lace and a tiny little dangle. Tea-dyed paper. Love this. All right, so this is the next signature. Some tea-dyed paper. There's a top tuck here. Here's more of that Gordon Flower book, and I did some decorating on this right there. Shows you the years that it was published. These are 2 envelopes that I put together in the signature, and in the top there's a journaling card up here from the kit. Plenty of room in there for more. This one has a little fold out with a journaling card, and on the back there's another large journaling card with, oops, I missed. Goes in here. There we go. And it has a pocket with 2 more journaling cards from the kit. And so pretty. I love all of these blues. I'm so ready for spring. We've had so much snow here in New York. And I love the snow. I'm just a little sick of it. We've had a lot. So here's another little. These are just little sheets of drawing paper. This is a tuck spot with a little flash card. Beautiful little. There's a side tuck. And I put some of the paper from the kit on the side. And this was also from the kit that I just, one of the extra pieces of paper that I had, I used my whale tail and cut one to match. This is a book page flip out with some writing space and then a spread. And this is another one that I added some of the paper from the kit. And that is just another large journaling card. Love this. Tea-dyed paper. So here is a belly band that I made with one of their tags. And in it, I just put a couple of the journaling cards. This is one of the pages that I shrunk down. This is another little piece from the kit, and it came with this tiny little envelope, and there's more tickets and not tickets, but labels and little pieces from the kit that you could use to decorate. I love decorating, so got to add those in. And I just attached it here so it wouldn't come loose with a little paper clip. And those all tuck behind here. This folds out. This is part of the paper bag. And that is the back. So 5 signatures. It has this beautiful embroidered spine. And let's measure it. It comes to approximately, let's see, I would say 6 3/4 by 8 1/2. So it's a nice sized journal. Lots of room for journaling. And don't forget, it comes with all the extras and some seam binding to close it. And I will get this in my Etsy shop today, I hope. And we'll see you soon on the next one. Have a great day. Bye.